This is a coconut curry chicken recipe that I made 13 years ago, and I actually thought it was good. All I did was get a baking dish, throw some chicken in there, season it with salt, black pepper, and some curry powder. Then I poured in a can of coconut milk, tossed in some thinly sliced bell pepper, added more curry powder, and baked that sucker at 400 degrees for 40 minutes. And then I served it up to my entire extended family of in-laws for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Now, am I ashamed of my former self? Of course not, because I was young and handsome back then. But seriously, not only did I think the curry was delicious, I was darn proud of it back then. But that's the past. Today I want to show you how I make a curry in the present, and hopefully inspire you to make your own curry that you can be proud of. So watch this. I start my curry off a little differently now. Into a warm pan, 1 teaspoon coriander, 1 teaspoon cumin seed. And I just toast that up until fragrant. Then into the mortar and pestle, grind it into a powder. Now, can you use pre-ground powder? Of course you can. Use what you've got. Warm pan, coconut oil in, let that melt, then spices into the pan. Let those cook in the oil for just a few seconds. And you're going to add 3 cloves of crushed garlic and 1 inch of grated ginger. Then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of red curry paste. And let that toast for just a couple of minutes. Yes, I said curry paste because it has all these ingredients already prepared for you. Now you can make your own curry paste, and I have done that before, and the freshness is amazing. It punches you in the face, but you have to be honest with yourself. Is the time and effort worth it? For me, 90% of the time, the answer is going to be no. Now this is a kid-friendly version, like the Thai kitchen one. It's not that spicy, and the flavor is a little underwhelming, which is why I add a little extra garlic and ginger to mine. But if you want the real stuff, go to an Asian store and find Ploy or any other version. If there's a paste you like out there, let me know in the comments below. But this one will get you some good results. In fact, with this Thai kitchen one, I can afford to add a little bit more than usual, just because that will help my flavor immensely. Again, just let this cook down for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then turn your heat up and add in your chicken. And I definitely recommend chicken thighs for this recipe. Stir it up until the chicken is well coated. Then I'm going to add about a cup's worth of chicken broth. Of course, that chicken broth is going to add a lot of extra flavor, but if you don't have any, water's going to work just fine. Bring that to a simmer and then add in 1 can of coconut milk. Any variety will work here. Just use what you like. Bring that back up to a low simmer. Now, if you've got any fish sauce on hand, add just a splash of that in there. And also some palm sugar, about 1 teaspoon of palm sugar. I don't have any today, so I'm just using some regular sugar. The palm sugar would be a lot better. Stir that in, and you're gonna let this simmer for about 10 minutes. And while that's simmering away, just choose the vegetables that you wanna add. I'm just gonna rough chop some snap peas. I'm gonna add a little zucchini. I like small pieces here, so they'll cook quickly. And a little red bell pepper, also thinly sliced. And now that we got our vegetables, we'll head back over to the curry. Give this a little stir, see how it's doing. It's smelling amazing right now. Now this has been simmering for about 8 minutes, so for the last 2 to 3 minutes, we're gonna add in our vegetables. This way the vegetables will have a little bit of a crunch left because we don't want them too soft. All the chicken and vegetables are gonna absorb all of that flavor from the curry. This is gonna be delicious. Now, if you're feeling inspired to make your own curry, please hit that like button. That helps to let me know that this video has been helpful to you. Thank you. After 10 to 12 minutes, the chicken will be done cooking, and it's just a matter of waiting until the vegetables reach the amount of tenderness that you would like. This is a good time to go ahead and taste to see if it requires any additional seasoning. Flavor's pretty good there. I'm just gonna add a touch of sugar, just a splash of fish sauce, and a little cracked pepper. As you work on your curries, you'll learn to taste it and find what works for you. Making curry is a lot about tasting and adjusting for what you like. There's no perfect recipe out there. You just have to keep getting better as you practice. And last, but certainly not least, add in some Thai basil leaves and fold those in. This curry is done. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it off the heat. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little chopped basil on top. All right, and we'll serve this up next to some rice. Oh yeah, look at that. Now here's the curry I made 13 years ago, and honestly, it was pretty good, and my kids loved it. But we'll also need to test the new curry and see what they think about this one. Now let's give this a little taste. Now that is a curry I am proud of. Now obviously if I go to a Thai restaurant, my mind is just blown away by the quality of the curry. But as a home cook, you have to be confident and proud of where you're at right now in your culinary journey. Now your future self might be completely different, but for now, be proud of yourself. Go cook something delicious for somebody you love.
That's really good. Yummy.